Hey, Crystal, how you doing? So I've got your work up here. Why the blue type? I'm thinking it's kind of difficult to read. I would just go with traditional black type. I think that your written portion is really well developed. I think you've done a great job describing everything, especially and actually your process. I think is very, very strong. I think you've done one of the better jobs in the class of really describing the process from your sketches to fruition. This is fabulous right here that you've included things like this and your logo development. And that's great. Then you go through the different phases and that's wonderful too. And then you're showing all of your inspiration for your work. And I think that's so important in a assignment like this. It's just so important to show the viewer everything that you have done to compile your, just noticing something. Why does this page start like almost halfway? Let's get that page formatted to just like this one, just to be consistent instead of having this left margin almost almost halfway in. That's almost a halfway mark on the page. So let's adjust that. Anyways, so as I was saying, okay, phase two. And then, it's just doing a great job showing all of your thought and inspiration and everything that really went into the work as far as what you did and the mental preparation that you've done and the things that you've gotten together. Your thought process is very, very well depicted. Okay. I think that your placement area is really super underdeveloped. Okay. Now I talked about this before. You have Olympics Sweden 2017. Okay, so there's your logo. And then over here, this is a completely different logo. It's a different typeface. It's a different mark. It's very, very consuming, and it's going to dilute your brand considerably. I highly recommend consistency here. The ticket itself doesn't have any pictograms. It doesn't have an event. It just says winter sports, and it's really super incomplete. I think that you self-admittedly will realize that. And then your placement shots, what I want you to do is, since your written presentation is so well, and I think that your visual presentation is in terms of your placement shots and your, visual development, I'm going to recommend that you go ahead and take a look at those examples that I placed in the announcements area. I just put them in there last night. The reason why I put them in there is because some of the links in the actual class are broken. I don't know how that happened, but I placed two fantastic examples in the announcements area. So if you want to take a look at those, and keep in mind while you're looking at those are A work. That would be considered A work. So that's what you're shooting for. You're shooting for something along the same lines on an even kind of comparative keel with those examples. And also use the examples for inspiration. There's a ton of ideas in there for things that you can use for your presentation. I'd like to get, I think it's really important that you get a lot more product shots, a lot more, when I say product shots, I mean things like this, placement shots where you're actually showing, merchandising, tickets, environmental design, building graphics, interior building graphics, signage, banners, transportation, buses, cabs, airplanes, all sorts of things that they do. Just to represent the fact that you're in Sweden while the Olympics are going on. Do you see what I'm saying? So I think that by looking at those examples in the announcement series, I think I'll get a really great idea of how to round this thing out and finish it off. Okay, so I will be here this week. I'm going to be in every day this week because I'm going to be checking on you guys to see if anybody has any questions or comments. I will definitely make myself available for critique this week. So if you have anything you want me to look at before you submit your final presentation, I'll be more than glad to do so. Time permitting, which I don't have any problem. I mean, I don't anticipate any issues with time, so I think we'll be good there. Okay. So anyways, okay, good job. And just like I said, I'm here. So if you have any questions, please feel free to get with me. Okay. Thank you.